Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. We've got some news that's causing quite a stir in Falcons Nation. It's not the kind of headline you want to see early in the offseason, especially when you're trying to build momentum heading into the new NFL season. We're talking about Jalon Walker, the young linebacker and edge rusher, who's been turning heads during training camp, but right now, he's dealing with a bit of a setback. According to Raheem Morris, the Falcons' defensive coordinator, Walker is currently nursing a minor hamstring injury. And yes, I know what you're thinking, injuries at this stage are always a concern, especially when they involve a player with so much potential and importance for the team's future. Walker, who's just entering his second year, has been impressing coaches and fans alike with his versatility and raw athleticism. He's the kind of player who can play both on the edge and inside linebacker, giving Atlanta a lot of flexibility on defense. His performances during the offseason and training camp suggested he was on track to have a significant role, possibly even competing for a starting spot in the edge rush group. With Troy Anderson's return timetable uncertain, after all, Anderson has been working through his own injury struggles. Walker's potential contribution this season could be huge. So naturally, any setback is cause for concern, but the good news is that the Falcons are approaching this situation with caution. Raheem Morris made it clear that Walker will miss a few days of full practice, but that's not unusual at this point in training camp. What's important is that Morris emphasized this is a minor hamstring issue. That's a relief, right? Because hamstring injuries can be tricky, especially if they're not managed properly. They can linger if players push too hard too soon. Morris also highlighted that Walker is pushing hard to get back on the field, which shows his determination and desire to contribute. But the coaching staff is making sure that Walker's health takes priority, which is exactly what you want to see. It's better to be cautious now than to risk aggravating the injury and missing him for a much longer stretch, especially with the season just around the corner. Imagine the scene: Walker, a young, talented athlete, eager to prove himself, wanting to be out there with his teammates, making plays, helping to anchor that Falcons defense. And yet, the coaches are holding him back just a little, not because they doubt his talent, but because they know that rushing back too early can be disastrous. Morris mentioned that Walker is only participating in individual drills at this point, not in team drills. That's a smart move. You don't want to rush a promising rookie into full contact or team scenarios if he's not fully healthy. Morris even joked that Walker is wearing him out, constantly trying to get onto the field. That's a testament to his work ethic and hunger to succeed. But the coaching staff's job is to protect him, and they're doing just that. Now, let's put this in perspective. Walker's role in the Falcons' defense could be pivotal. His ability to rush the passer from the outside and drop into coverage makes him a very versatile piece. With Troy Anderson still working his way back from injury, Walker's absence could create some temporary gaps, but the Falcons have depth and talent on that roster. Still, having Walker healthy and ready to go for Week 1 is a priority. The Falcons are building a defense that can be aggressive and disruptive, and Walker is a big part of that puzzle. His potential to develop into a cornerstone linebacker and defensive end is one of the most exciting prospects for this team. But listen, this isn't just about the current injury. It's also about the long-term outlook. The Falcons have been patient with their young players, focusing on development and health. They understand that a minor setback now could be just that, a minor setback. As long as Walker's injury doesn't linger into September or become something more serious, the team is optimistic. They're confident that this is just a small bump in the road, a temporary pause to ensure he's fully healthy and ready to contribute when it counts. The coaching staff is clearly emphasizing caution, and that's exactly what you want to see from a team that's aiming to contend for the playoffs and beyond this season. This situation also highlights how important the depth and versatility of the Falcons' defense are. Having a player like Walker who can fill multiple roles gives the coaching staff flexibility. It also means that even if he's out for a few days, others on the roster can step in and keep the defensive intensity high. But make no mistake, Walker's talent and potential make him a player to watch as training camp progresses. If he can stay healthy, there's a real chance he could be a game changer for Atlanta this season, especially given how much the team relies on its defense to keep opponents at bay. The Falcons, defensive coordinator and coaching staff have been emphasizing the importance of health and smart decision-making, and Walker's case is just a reflection of that approach. Looking ahead, fans should keep an eye on how Walker progresses over the next few days. The hope is that this is just a brief hiccup, a minor injury that will be fully resolved soon. The Falcons are clearly prioritizing his recovery, which shows how much they value his potential. As camp moves forward, it will be interesting to see him back in full pads, participating in team drills, and making those explosive plays that have everyone excited about his future. And of course, it's worth noting that injuries are a part of football. Every team faces setbacks, and the key is how they respond. The Falcons, with their young core and talented roster, are demonstrating that they're taking the right precautions. This isn't about panic or overreacting. It's about being smart, protecting their investment in players like Walker, and making sure they're ready to dominate when the season kicks off. The coaching staff's cautious approach is a sign of their long-term vision and commitment to building a resilient, deep squad that can handle the rigors of an NFL season. So, Falcons fans, stay optimistic. The news about Walker's hamstring injury is something to monitor, but it's not a cause for alarm. It's a reminder of how the team is carefully managing their young talents, ensuring they're in the best position to succeed. As more updates come in, we'll keep you posted, but the overarching message is clear: Walker is on the path to recovery, and his future with the Falcons remains bright. He's a key piece of the puzzle, and when he's back in action, he could be a pivotal factor in Atlanta's defensive success this year. Now, as we wrap up, remember that the NFL offseason is a marathon, not a sprint. These minor injuries happen, but what matters most is how players bounce back and how teams adapt. The Falcons are doing just that, being cautious with their young star, focusing on health, and preparing for a season that could be very exciting. The division is tough, no doubt about it, but if Walker can return soon and continue developing, the Falcons' defense could take a big leap forward. And who knows? Maybe this little setback is just setting the stage for a major comeback, a story of resilience and perseverance. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. Do you believe Walker will be ready for Week 1? Are you confident in the team's approach to handling injuries like this? Let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the season has in store for our beloved Falcons. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's keep that passion alive.